everybody, and welcome back to the Girly Girl Bookworm. So today I have for you my January book haul, which I have to say is smaller than it's been in a long time, and I will take that because I feel like my February one is going to be out of control. Barnes & Noble had their half off pre-orders sale, so I kind of went through and let myself pre-order books that I wanted to pre-order but didn't want to. Actually, it wasn't half off. It was 25% off of pre-orders. I apologize. So I let myself pre-order books that I wasn't necessarily going to pre-order regular price. So then my pre-orders went out of control. I mean, they were already out of control. And then anything on Amazon that I had pre-ordered, I deleted off of Amazon and I re-pre-ordered with the sale. And unless I felt like they were going to be potential book of the month books, and then I didn't. It was just it was a mess. But I will say there's way more books pre-ordered in February than I originally had. So February is going to be fun. But I will say I stuck very nicely this month, which is great. So I have 3 books that I bought at random. So I ended up getting Token by Beverly Kendall. I needed so I was sleep ordering things. Do you do that? So I was in bed and I was oh, I need to order something for Sawyer's birthday party. And it was in my head, I was if I make my account, my total bigger, it'll be same day delivery. So I in my sleep went on my wish list, found this and added it and ordered it. And it didn't even make my order come any faster. So it was kind of for nothing. But now I have a book, so that's fine. So we've got Token by Beverly Kendall. And I don't know a whole ton about it. I'm assuming it seems like a kind of the other black girl type of story. But that's all I know. It says she's brilliant, beautiful, and tired of being the only black woman in the room. So that's why it's giving me the other black girl vibes, but I think it's a little bit different. I have a feeling there's a slight romance because the ex-boyfriend is coming back in, and I don't fully know. But she's also involved in a PR scandal, according to the back. So I don't know. I don't know. That's what I get for ordering things in my sleep. And then when I was at Target one day, I just was hey, I haven't done a random Target haul in a long time. I should just buy a random book from Target. So I did. This is by Alexis Hall. This is Paris Delacourt is About to Crumble. And I just saw cake. Rainbow cake is probably one of my favorites, those little rainbow cookies. And I know this is not a rainbow cookie, but it was giving me rainbow cookie vibes. So I did it. We're following this man, and he is going to be on a baking show, which is my favorite thing in the world, right? And I think he ends up falling for one of the other bakers or somebody that's involved with the show. So I don't know. Again, this was kind of a complete cover buy, and the fact that it had to do with baking. So I grabbed it. I thought it would be cute for this month. Who knows? I know my TBRs are kind of massive in my own head about what I want to read in February because of Valentine's Day. So we'll see. But I thought it was cute. And then another, I needed something to add to my cart to make something ship. Because Target has a thing sometimes where you have to spend $35 in order for something to ship. So I ended up putting this in my cart. And then it was funny because then I changed my mind about something and I deleted it out and I still didn't end up having to pay for shipping. So I ended up doing it again, kind of for nothing. But I got Twice in a Lifetime by Melissa Barn. Now this has been all over my Instagram. All over. And for some reason it's giving me the rehearsal vibes. I don't think it is rehearsal vibes, but I don't know. I don't know. I needed to read it. It says The Time Traveler's Wife, which I really loved, meets Una Out of Order, which I also loved, saying that it's a moving debut of a love more powerful than time. So I think it's she meets. So she gets a text from a man, and the guy seems to think that he's her husband. So I think it's he thinks that she's from the future. She gets this text and he's I'm your husband. And she's no, you're not. I don't have a husband. And he sends her a picture of their wedding. And she's what is happening? So that right there alone meant I needed to read it because I've been loving stories like that lately. So hopefully this'll be perfection. Now I have 3 pre-orders, 2 of which you knew about if you watched my pre-order video, and 1 was a new one. This one was Just the Nicest Couple by Mary Kubica. You knew about this one because I regretted not pre-ordering Local Woman Missing. So when this was announced, I had to because I just felt like after I regretted not pre-ordering this one, I needed to have this one. I own all of her books, I think, except that one. I've read everything she's written, so I just needed it. Somebody's wife is missing is my guess. Yep. Wife is missing. Look how short this is. And it's Mary Kubica, so it's going to be great. The other one that you knew about was Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone by Benjamin Stevenson. Now, this has been out in the UK already for a long time, and I've seen glowing reviews about this, so when I knew it was coming out in the US, I just had to get a copy. Like, I know I could have done Direct Depository, but I've just felt like Direct Depository. That's not what it is. Book Depository. Direct Depository. Who am I? Book Depository. I could have done that, but I didn't. I waited very patiently. I forgot what this one is actually about. It says, okay, the back. Ready? This is what told me. I forgot. Everyone in my family has killed someone. Some of us, the high achievers, have killed more than once. I'm not trying to be dramatic, but it's the truth. Some of us are good, others are bad, and some are just unfortunate. Have I killed someone? Yes, I have. Who was it? Let's just get started. Everyone in my family has killed someone. My brother, my stepsister, my wife, my father, my mother, my sister-in-law, my uncle, my stepfather, my aunt, me. Can you not, Knives Out and Clue, buzzwords, meet Agatha Christie and the Thursday Murder Club, which I still have to read. It's on my shelf. In this fiendishly clever blend of classic and modern murder mystery. This book is got my name on it somewhere, right? It's in here somewhere because this is all my buzzwords. All my buzzwords. Now my random pre-order that you didn't know about was The Davenports by Crystal Marquis. This is a Connecticut author, which is always fun. It's YA, which I typically don't go for, but it just sounded really good. It takes place in the 1910s. They are one of the very few Black families that have a ton of wealth. And I believe it follows the 3 daughters in the family. So it just sounded really interesting and different, and I wanted to give it a try, and this cover is just everything. It's so shiny, it's probably blinding you, but it's gorgeous. And then on to the Book of the Month books, and then I'm done. That's all I have. 3 random purchases, 3 pre-orders, and 3 Book of the Month books. 3, 3, and 3. So we've got Lunar Love by Lauren Kung Jessen. Now, this book I am currently reading. I am about 88 pages in. And this is following a woman who is about to take over her family's business. They own a Chinese matchmaking company where they match people based off of their Chinese zodiac. And she finds out that there is a man who is about to open a digital version of that. Basically people can go online and match based off of that. And they are more a meet in person and I will find another person for you. So they're kind of more of an old school way versus he is trying to do it a new school way. Now I'm a little confused because in the synopsis it talks about how her and this guy end up creating this bet, and that hasn't happened yet. And I'm almost a third of the way through because this is only 300 pages and that hasn't happened yet. And something else is kind of happening. And what's happening right now is something that I don't really love and I don't really like for this main character. It's really bothering me. So I want the story that's in the synopsis, not what I'm getting right now. So I'm a little worried. I'll just say that. And then we've got Queen of Thieves by B.Z. Marsh, which just sounds fantastic. It's these women who post World War II start this thievery business where they steal luxury items and then they pan them off. So making lots of money that way. And I think this teenager, she's hiding a pregnancy and she somehow comes into this circle of women, and it just sounded really fun and interesting, and it reminded me kind of Hustler. Is that the right movie? Hustlers with like J-Lo and stuff like that. It kind of gave me that vibe of like girl vibe with somebody coming into the system. I don't know. Just sounds interesting. And then the last book I have for you is What Lies in the Woods by Kate Alice Marshall. I think she typically writes young adult novels, and this is, I believe, her first adult one. And this one is following these girls, I think, when they were younger, like they were 11, 12 or something like that. They end up helping testify to convict a serial killer. And so, like, the town sees them as these heroes and, like, yay, you saved us from this, like, serial killer. But now it's, like, 20 years later, and I think their past is about to come back to bite them because I think they lied. So, sounds interesting. I hope it's good. So, yeah, those are all the books that I got this month. Like I said, I think I did fairly well. 9 is not bad. I'll take it. Even though I'm like really itching to purchase some books right now. So I'm trying to be good. I hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know if you've read any of these down below. What are you looking forward to reading? What have you hauled recently? And I will see you guys really soon. Bye, everybody.